Welcome to COOOOOOLD. It's been a long time since I said that. It is February 3rd, I believe. Here in New Jersey, we have lots and lots of snow. And I don't mind the snow. I don't like the cold. It's been really cold here. And so, even though it's cold and snowy, we still have to take care of the animals. So, we try to make ourselves a pathway going through, and this is technically ice on top of snow. But I had to feed these guys, so I just bought some, just put some feed in there. I come out every day. They have two waters. This one is this one right here is an open water. They like that better. So it has a heater in it, and I have to fill it up every other day. I need to dump it out, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to with all this snow. I don't want to dump it in here. So they may just have to deal with the dirty, but they don't care. They dirty it in a day anyway. Then they have that water over there that they like. Also have to fill that every other day. Has a heater in it as well. And it works fine. They have this water that they don't like. It actually has water in it, but it's frozen, of course, right now. No heater. We don't use it, or they don't use it. They've chosen this year to want to sleep in their nest boxes, which is highly annoying because it's full of poop and gross. So I have to change the nest pads like every other week instead of once a month. But what can you do? They're chickens. The extension is pretty much snowed over. That feeder is full of feed because they won't go in there. My chickens don't like the snow. They won't touch it. Some chickens don't mind. Mine don't do it. I tried to go and stomp some around and be like, come in here. One chicken came. Nobody else. So it is what it is. It'll be like this for at least the next 2-3 weeks. Over here, I had to get these guys a new feeder, the COOPWORX feeder. They love it. What they had, about to get down by some icicles. Yikes. Okay, it's safe now. So they got a new feeder. Step back. These are my Buckeyes. These guys might not mind being outside in the snow as much, but they haven't asked. But they got a new COOPWORX feeder, and these are great. That's what the other one is over there in the snow. Doesn't get moisture inside when it rains. It's got 8 ports, 2, 4, 6, 8 ports. Perfect. You can change the height on it. So it's like mid-height. I think it can go like 2 more higher. But this is perfect. As you see, they can all reach in. And the roosters can reach down a little bit. Much better than what they had. That's rude. They were literally going over, when I would let them out before the snow, they were going over to the extension, eating out of that one. Watch out. When they were free ranging. And I realized that their old feeder, nope, not today. Back up. Their old feeder, somehow was not releasing the food for them. And I couldn't fix it with all this snow, so I just bought a new one. And I know these work great. I've had that one over there for 2.5 years, something like that. So everybody's good. They have the water that they don't like. I mean, it's the only water they have, so they use it. I'm sure they probably prefer it. They like open waters too. So what I probably could have done is there's another bucket over here, but it's smaller. I could have used that for them. Only thing is that you risk the possibility of the water getting too low, and this happened last year to me, and burning out the heater because they say they go off and they come on. They don't. But what I actually did was I hooked mine up to an Inkbird thermometer that has a temp on it. So what it does is I can set it to turn the heaters off and on. So when it gets above 30, when that monitor gets above 30, it actually turns it off. So that's one way that I'm trying to make sure I don't blow those out. And then they don't have to keep running when there's no risk of freezing, because you'll go back there and they'll literally be smoking because they're so warm. Not too warm that it hurts the animals, but it just smokes. So one wire that comes from the garage, which is behind the greenhouse, comes along the snow into that bucket. I wanted to keep it covered. The thermometer thing is dangling out the back or the front or somewhere, I don't know. and then it's hooked to the inkbird, and then there's a cord that comes out the back there. It's down along the snow all the way back there. It splits back there, but the inkbird's there, and it goes for the rabbit and the chicken that are in the hutch as well. I do the same thing for my goats. Water. Go say good morning to them. They're waiting for treats. I don't have any treats. Any treats with me this morning. We'll go say hi. But I set their cord up. It comes, same with the greenhouse one. It's that cord there, plug there. I just covered the inkbird up because it's not technically an outdoor thing, so it's covered by the plastic. And again, turns it on and off, and there's one in the greenhouse. Right, Kamaria? Oh, she's gonna knock me over. So their cord comes here, and they have water. It's like ice. Ooh. Fell and busted my butt last night. Not cool. Good morning, boys. Hi. I know you have food. Huey, why don't you eat enough? Say hi. Say good morning. Yeah, Huey, go eat more, please. It is cold out here. This is the first year they've ever been in temperatures this cold. They do fine at night. They do fine. When it's sunny, they like to sit and sun themselves. They wanted me to come say hi. I think they really just wanted me to bring a treat. They don't care if I'm coming to pet them. They're like, what you got in your hand, lady? Hey. Hi, baby. Yep, I don't have anything in my hand to eat. Sorry. But their water will go off as well when the temperature's above like 30. That way, it's not just running when it doesn't need to be. So, let me fill that. I try to keep it no more than 3 inches from the top. I may have to dump that soon and refill it. But I can't get to my hoses, so. To get underground pipes. I guess a pipe that goes from the house underground to the middle for the garden, and then all the way to the back with a hydrant attached to it. That goes 3.5 feet underground under the frost line, so that I can have easy access to water with a little shrinky dink hose. Instead of right now, I'm sledding snow in a 5-gallon and 2 5-gallon water jugs on a sled down to them over there, and then we just bring pitchers of water out to the goats. That's what I'm doing. So, you have animals, yes. Even in the throes of winter, you gotta take care of them, and you gotta be okay with it. And I'm okay with it. I just wish it wasn't this cold. So you have a blessed day, and we'll see you later. Bye.